Hello, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're bringing you 10 animals that can live in extreme heat and warmth. Let's get started. Number 10. Rüppell's fox. One of the hottest places on Earth is the Lut Desert, which is located in Iran, where temperatures have reached as boiling hot as 159.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Rüppell's fox, it just calls it home. These foxes are able to outfox the extreme temperatures by literally being built for it. They have fur on the pads of their feet, which keeps the worst of the hot sand from burning their feet. It also allows them to move more easily on the flaming sand. Their unusually large ears help them cool off. A low metabolic rate saves them energy, and concentrated urine sheds less water in order to limit waste. And their overall small bodies dissipate the heat. Number 9. Desert tortoise. Desert tortoises make surviving in temperatures as high as 140 degrees Fahrenheit look like a breeze. They've been found living in flamingly hot areas such as the Mojave Desert for up to 80 years. Their trick? These slow-moving reptiles spend most of their time taking shelter in the shade of various shrubs and rocks, both to protect themselves from predators and from the intense sun. When push comes to shove, they hibernate in burrows, which they dig using their round legs. This occurs both when it gets too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter. You can find them in areas where there's a high plant species diversity. Number 8. Saharan silver ant. It doesn't come across as that much of a shock to see that insects are some of the sturdiest creatures on Earth, but even a cockroach will succumb to extreme heat. A Saharan silver ant, on the other hand, that's where it thrives. You can see these survivors in the scorching Sahara Desert running across searing sand and feeding on dead animals that couldn't handle the heat. Part of the reason why Saharan silver ants are so adaptable to the near-boiling temperatures of the desert is their speed. They're one of the fastest insects in the world. In a test, they clocked in at 2.8 feet per second. That equates to a human running at a speed of over 400 miles per hour. Their speed allows them to hurry about their business in unforgivable environments, an environment that has temperatures as high as 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Before we get on with one creature that can probably survive the eruption of a volcano, just hit the like button to fully support us. Number 7. Pompeii worms. Named after the city of Pompeii that was historically destroyed by Mount Vesuvius erupting in AD 79, the Pompeii worm is one serious extremophile. You can find them absolutely thriving within hydrothermal vents in the deep depths of the Pacific Ocean. Pompeii worms can withstand extreme temperatures up to 176 degrees Fahrenheit. That's not all. Scientists have even observed them thriving at sustained temperatures of 221 degrees Fahrenheit for a short amount of time. This is due to a bacterial covering that protects their body cells. Number 6. Ostriches. Ostriches aren't just the largest birds in the world. They're the most likely birds to survive a trip to the hottest places in the world. Native to the hot savannas of Africa, temperatures over 100 degrees are the norm. This further adds to how much of a survivor an ostrich is. Believe it or not, ostriches were once called the camel bird. Like camels, they can forgo water for long periods of time. If they encounter a water hole, they will drink, but otherwise, they can settle for the plants they eat. On remarkably hot days, they have a special method of raising their body temperature in order to reduce water loss. Number 5. Night parrot. Another bird species that can withstand sweltering heat is an Australian species called the night parrot. Night parrots are one of the most fascinating, elusive, and mysterious birds in the world. Why? They were first recorded in 1845, but from 1912 to 1979, they were thought to be completely extinct. They were entirely extinct in Queensland up until 2013. Now that there are some individuals scientists can study, they found that night parrots thrive in life in the outback where temperatures are extremely inhospitable. They need little water, hide during the day, and emerge after the sun goes down in order to forage for food. Number 4. Greater bilby. Night parrots aren't the only ones to survive Queensland's intense conditions. In an area where NASA once recorded temperatures as hot as 157 degrees Fahrenheit, the greater bilby can be found, going on its day. The greater bilby is a ground-dwelling marsupial. Its method of withstanding heat is avoidance. They make burrows as deep as 7 feet down and as long as 10 feet. During the day, they take shelter in this elaborate burrow system. After dark, they emerge to search for food. Water isn't that high on their list of priorities as they get enough moisture from their food. Number 3. Pupfish. As long as pupfish have water, either of the fresh or salty variety, no matter what temperature, they're A-OK. Found in both the Americas and the Caribbean, they're known for two things: their playful nature, which earned them the name pupfish, and for their uncanny ability to live in the hottest waters known for a vertebrate. Pupfish even survive in the Death Valley National Park, where the spring water's temperatures can be as hot as 100 degrees. They can also be found in the Baños de San Diego, which can be over 111 degrees. Others live in El Pandeño's hot spring, which is 114 degrees. Number 2. Camels. Although camels are the poster animals when it comes to those who can withstand extreme weather, there is still another animal that can outlive them in extreme circumstances. So stay tuned for number 1. For now, camels stand out because they can provide transportation to travelers making their way across the world's most punishingly hot places, and they do so with minimum amounts of food and water. Contrary to popular belief, they can survive through so much by storing fat in their iconic humps instead of letting it spread over their entire bodies. They don't store water like that. However, their bodies are still built to reabsorb and waste as little water as possible, which makes them able to cross deserts and scorchingly hot mountains for long stretches of hot sand. Number 1. Tardigrade. The furry, scrunched-up, miniature bear-looking microanimal you're looking at can and will outlive Earth itself if it has to. Tardigrades, also known as water bears, can survive just about anything, including extreme weather. They can easily handle temperatures as high as 212 degrees and above boiling, as cold as absolute zero, and under pressure that's 6 times stronger than the ocean's deepest trenches. They can live without food for several decades and survive a trip to outer space. You can find them everywhere in the world, from sand dunes to the bottom of the sea. One trick they have is that if they find themselves in circumstances too extreme or too dry, they enter a state of inactivity where they squeeze out all the water from their bodies, retract their limbs and heads, become a little ball, and come out when conditions have improved. That was all for today, guys. Let us know in the comments what you thought of these survivors. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel so we can keep creating videos for you. Till the next one.